Hi everyone, just before the video starts, this is future me, and currently I am away today and tomorrow, and the video you are about to see was filmed yesterday. And obviously since yesterday what has come out is that GNOG is going to be acquired by DraftKings, and I'm sure a lot of you were kind of tuning in or expecting a video about that, but I can't talk about it at the moment because, like I say, I'm away. So I will wait until potentially tomorrow or the day after when I'm back with my whiteboard, and I will talk about the purchases of GNOG by DraftKings then. So don't worry, I will talk about it, but with me being away I can't make a video at the moment, but I just wanted to add this into the video that I recorded on yesterday night. So yeah, just so you know, kind of know what's in the loop. If you're on Patreon, I did give a little bit of a heads up what I am kind of thinking about this purchase by DraftKings buying out GNOG and my thoughts on it. So if you are on there, you'll kind of get a gist of what my thoughts are at the moment. But like I said, I'll try to do a video sometime soon anyway. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know on that, so you're not kind of like, where's the GNOG video? It's coming, but it will be tomorrow when I'm back. So yeah, just wait till I'm back with my whiteboard and we'll get cracking. But let's go to today's video. Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to do a video talking to you with some of the moves that I made last week in the stock market, with the stocks that I sold, with the stocks that I bought. And yeah, we bought 2 stocks last week, we sold 1 stock last week, and I'll kind of give a bit of detail on the reasons why I made these moves, why I bought them, why I sold them, and everything like that, and just keep up with that transparency so you guys kind of know what I've been buying and selling in the stock market and everything like that. So yeah, hope it's useful. If you could hit the like button. If you do want to know when I'm buying or selling companies, make sure you join the Patreon. Link is in the description, and if you do want to start buying or selling some stocks in the stock market, there's some links to some brokers in the description, like Free Trade. You join through there, you get a free share as well. What we'll do is we'll go through these companies and my thoughts behind them. It's not going to be a very in-depth video today. I want to keep it nice and brief. I think I've been putting out too many long videos recently, and sometimes you guys just prefer a little bit of a shorter video. If you do want more in-depth information on a lot of these companies, I probably will have a full video on them on the channel somewhere. But yeah, we'll get on to the stocks that I bought and sold. So number one on the stocks that I sold, the only stock I sold, which was Amazon. So I'll kind of talk why I sold Amazon. It does link to this company in here, which I'll talk about in a second. So the reason why I sold Amazon is I was up slightly on the position. I was only up like 4%, so I did make a small profit, nothing to shout out about. But yeah, I mean, 4% for a stock that I've held for something like 5 months, I think, isn't terrible, but yeah, nothing really exciting, I guess. But the main reason I sold Amazon is, there was a few reasons. So first of all, I looked at Amazon and went, in the whole stock market, what is overvalued right now in my opinion? And I thought the big thing that's overvalued is big tech. And I looked at my big tech stocks, which have been the best performing stocks, which are the likes of, you could say Shopify, which I think is a great company, Microsoft and Facebook. Those are the big ones that I have. And I think that Shopify is a great company with massive amounts of growth that is only just starting, that's going to be a future $1 trillion company. And I just thought, you know what, this is one that I've actually been considering selling, and I just thought it's just got so much potential. And after listening to the conference call as well, if you ever listen to Shopify's conference call, I'm always like, yeah, that's a really good company. So yeah, I thought about Shopify. I looked at Facebook. Facebook for me is still the best FANG stock out there, and I have it's still like at the top of my list of companies that I still need to keep for like the long 5-year kind of range. So still had no chance of selling Facebook. And Microsoft, which I still think is probably the most overvalued out of them all, but I still think that how diverse it is really good. So I didn't want to sell my Microsoft shares. So all 3 of them I liked more than Amazon. And when I looked at the stock market and the portfolio, what's the most overvalued thing? It's tech. And I could have added in the likes of Square, but I still think Square is amazing. I could have added in the likes of Visa as well, which I still think Visa's got a lot of recovery to go. So I looked at, considering that the big tech is the most overvalued thing in the stock market right now, I compared all those companies to Amazon, and I thought, which is my least favorite one out there? It was Amazon. And I looked at Amazon and I thought, you know what, if there's a bit of rotation here, can I protect myself out if we have some money rotate out of big tech, because it's been on such a good run? Do I have some protection there? And I looked at Amazon and I thought that's the one that I like the least out of them companies, so that makes sense to sell that one in particular. And as well as that, when I consider Amazon, I think they've got really tough numbers to beat coming up, which might affect the company. And what this company's had for such a long time, it's been priced to perfection. So this company's always traded quite rich. And what tends to happen in the stock market is when you have a company that's developed, which Amazon is very well developed, this company's still trading at like a 50 plus P ratio. What tends to happen is when your growth starts slowing down, so does the ability for your valuation to trade at. So Amazon at the moment is still trading at 50p ratio, but the growth is slowing. And what will happen to Amazon at some point is when that growth starts slowing down, that valuation will drop with it, because not many people want to own Amazon because it isn't growing as fast as what it used to do. Don't get me wrong, it will still trade at a really rich valuation because it is a great company, and that is something that I took into consideration. But when I consider it's a 50p ratio and its growth is going to keep on slowing as it gets bigger and it's going to be harder for it to carry on growing, I looked at that and thought, for me, the upside is I still think it will do very well over the next few years, but realistically, can I find a stock that outperforms Amazon? And I think I did. So that's kind of the reasons why I sold Amazon, and this will link to the first stock that I bought, and I'll talk about that one. So the first stock I bought was Corsair. So this is how it links up to Amazon. So I looked at Amazon and I compared the valuation of Amazon, and I looked at Corsair, and this was on Tuesday when they reported earnings, and the stock went down 7 or 8%. I looked at Corsair, and when I looked at Corsair, I thought, this company is, I think, a P of 18. It's trading at like a forward P of 15. And I looked at Corsair, and I think this company, in my opinion, is a company that is going to grow roughly the same rates as what Amazon's going to grow. At no point am I saying Corsair is as big as Amazon or anything like that. They're totally different companies. Corsair is always going to be, on a market cap point of view, a lot higher than Corsair. But as I compare the return on share price potential, I think over the next 5 years, I would think Corsair will outperform Amazon on share price. So I looked at the money that I had in Amazon and I thought, can I put that in a better place to get a better return? And I looked at Amazon, I looked at Corsair, and I thought, which one will get the better return in the next 5 years? Corsair. So I thought, what's the point of me having my money tied up in Amazon when I could go put it in Corsair? And the big thing that happened on the day as well is Corsair had that big massive drop after earnings, which I thought earnings were actually really good. And I looked at Corsair and I was down something like, I think 8-9% or something. I was down a fair bit, and I thought, if I want to double my position now and make it a big position, which is something that I've wanted to start doing, the only way I can do that is either A, burn through the cash pile, and my cash pile would cut down from being about 10-15% right now, probably 15%. And I thought, if I buy, if I double my position in Corsair, I'm going to cut that cash pile down a huge amount. And I considered, I've got Amazon here, Corsair, which is the one that's going to perform better? Corsair, sell my Amazon, double my position in Corsair. I get a nice chunky position in Corsair, and I think that's where the better returns are. And also it takes my risk off from the big tech and how valued big tech is as well. So that was the decision that I made on that one. A little bit of profit in Amazon, put it into a stock which I think is the better opportunity, and I think I will get a better return on in the next few years. And that's how it played out. And bought some more Corsair, doubled my position in fact. After the earnings that we had, I thought, if I have the chance to just keep averaging on this one, I'll take it. I really like this company at this sort of valuation, it's one that I'm just keep trying to build up. So that's the one company that I sold, that's the one company that I bought, and that's how they link together. And number two, I won't talk about this one too much because I did a full video 2 days ago on this one, which was about half an hour long. And on that half an hour long video, I could put a lot more better information into what I could say in the next kind of 2 minutes, talk about skills. But I did buy a bit more skills. I took advantage of the dip that it had after earnings, and it's still down a little bit at the moment. But I kind of bought some more shares in skills because I looked at the company and thought, I want to be careful not buy too much. This is a company that is going to be very volatile, and there could be times where it either moves lower down than this, but also there's chances that it can shoot up incredibly fast. But I looked at skills and I thought, this is a good opportunity just to buy a bit more shares in my position of skills, and I probably will carry on buying a few more shares when I can in skills. Think of the company in the long term is a very good company, and it's just a classic hyper growth stock that is very volatile and moves around a lot. And at the moment, it's kind of the ugly side, which we haven't had for a while. I think the last time we had this kind of dip on skills was back in April, and then it had a very good month, a couple of months, and then July's just we've gone back to falling off a cliff. So with the dip in skills after earnings, I thought earnings were pretty solid. I think Corsairs were better. I think Corsairs were probably a 9 for me. I think skills was probably like an 8 or a 7, but I still thought they were pretty good. Good to see the growth that was there, and the things that they're developing on that will come into the company in the next kind of couple of months next year. was really positive. So yeah, I did buy some more shares in Skills, and like I say, I won't talk about it too much because I've got a full half an hour video on that one that I did 2 days ago. So go watch that one if you want more information on Skills. But yeah, hope this was useful. Hope you kind of enjoyed me just kind of sharing you what I've been buying, what I've been selling, and just keep you up to date with all the moves in the stock market. But yeah, I hope it was useful. Let me know what you've been buying and selling as well. I'd be interested to know in the comment section. Hit the like button, and I will see you on the next video.